and a very warm welcome to Bharata. First time Frank Pereira. This is FRP Explains. Since you're here, please like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon and then all notifications so that you don't miss an update from Bharata First. Save Buxwaha, save our future, save the forests. This has been a campaign that has been going on for a while. The campaign got an impetus and a shot in the arm on World Environment Day on June 5th as well, and since then lakhs of people have come forward to call for saving of the Buxwaha forests. Where is Buxwaha? Buxwaha is in Chhatarpur district of Madhya Pradesh. There are about 5 to 10,000 tribals that live in the periphery of the forest area, and they are worried that their livelihoods will be destroyed because of a developmental project that is coming up there. It is a proposed project for diamond mining, and it is estimated that there are 34 million carats of diamonds in that particular forest area. There are several animals in the Schedule 1 of India's Wildlife Act that call this particular forest area home, and if this project goes through, then around 2.5 lakh trees will be cut down in an area of around 362 hectares of land. The initial tender was given to an Australian company called Rio Tinto, but because this matter got extremely controversial, because people said that they need to save the forests and they do not want diamonds, that is when the Australian company backed out. And now there is a new company, Essel group, which has come forward under the Aditya Birla group, which is carrying out the diamond mining in this area. The mining has not yet started because the locals have not allowed it to start. They have moved the National Green Tribunal. A petition is in the National Green Tribunal to save the forests of Buxwaha. What are they saying? The petition says that the livelihood of around 5,000 to 8,000 tribals in the area will be destroyed. The company has said that it will employ people, but the number of people that it will employ will be around 400 to 500. Secondly, they are also saying that the forest cover will be completely destroyed, and especially at a time of the pandemic when we have realized that oxygen is so important. If you destroy the trees, then oxygen supply will also be hampered, is what the locals are suggesting. The locals say that they want a better future for their children. They do not want diamonds, they do not want to get rich. So the diamond hunt is clearly on. Whether or not it will go through remains to be seen, because the matter is in the NGT. This particular area forms the core group of the forest, and initially, of course, the government spoke about giving out around 62 or 68 hectares of land to carry out this diamond mining. But now the company says that it needs the entire land of 362 hectares so that it can dump the debris and other activities can be undertaken there. This issue of development versus environment or ecology keeps coming up every now and then, and it's a very thin and a fine line, and we have to strike a balance at some point in time. In this particular case, I think the locals and the tribals have a point, because they've been living there for generations together now, and all they know is how to live in the forest, and there is no formal plan, or at least that's what the petition alleges, to relocate or to rehabilitate these tribals living in this area. So this is a very crucial issue. Several children have come forward and made videos and have started a social media campaign talking about, with folded hands, asking the government not to go ahead with this project because they want to breathe clean air. It is a valid point that the kids are making, and it's a valid point that the locals are in fact suggesting at this point in time. But it's a very tricky and a precarious situation as far as development is concerned. And let's also talk about this project itself. This project was given the go-ahead by the previous Kamal Nath government, and this government too has not said anything about quashing it down or pulling it down. Everybody wants to go with development. What happens, I guess the courts will eventually have to decide, but it's good that the locals and the tribals are taking a tough stand as far as this issue is concerned. They've gone ahead and planted several saplings too, to spread a message of how it is important to save our forests. And there is no doubt about it, forests are the lungs of our country and we need to protect them, because we've seen in several of the cities as well, in several of the indexes, India has some of the most polluted cities in the world, and that's something that we need to change, and we need to change that drastically. And change can probably start from our forests, and from the tribals and locals we can certainly learn something. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of FRP Explains. If you like the content, you may like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and then all notifications. For those of you who would like to come forward and make a contribution, you may do so by using our UPI IDs. A small contribution that you make will go a long way in us bringing you this content. That's it from me. But before I go, let me remind you to leave your comments and your feedbacks in the comment section below. Do tell me what you think about this issue as well. See you again next time.